Hello, third graders. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. It is June 11th, and we are going to continue looking at place value. Okay? Today, we're going to be ordering numbers using place value. So yesterday, we were comparing, and comparing, you only have two numbers, and you decide which of those two numbers is greater. But we often have ordering, where there's at least three numbers and you got to put them in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. And that makes it tricky too, because you would think that all test questions would be the same. They would always say least to greatest, but they don't. They'll ask least to greatest a couple times and they'll ask greatest to least. And so if you don't read the question really carefully, you end up getting it wrong. Not when you didn't understand the math, it's just you didn't read it carefully enough, you know? Okay, so let's take a look at the type of problem that I am speaking about. So I have three numbers over here on my board. I have 720, 714, 7,523. Okay? Now, the best way to compare and order numbers is to use a place value chart. Or you can make this for yourself. Okay? It's not very complicated. Just remember our place values. We've got our ones place. We've got our tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, and I even added on 10,000s place, because eventually, when we're in third grade, we're going to be working all the way up to 100,000. Okay, so we got to start somewhere. So I'm going to write these numbers in my place value. I just got to make sure that I have everything where they're supposed to be. So I'm taking the numbers 720, and 720, there's a 0 in the ones place, there's a 2 in the tens place, there is a 7 in the hundreds place. Okay, easy enough. So I wrote in my number, 720. Next I have 714. I'm going to write that in my place value chart too. So in 714 there is a 4 in the ones place. There is a 1 in the tens place, and there is a 7 in the hundreds place. Okay, easy enough. Now I have 7,523. So I have a 3 in the ones place, a 2 in the tens place, a 5 in the hundreds place, and a 7 in the thousands place. Okay, now that I've written these numbers out, I'm going to go through and the biggest place they have and compare them. Okay, so let's look at this. So it's really obvious which of these is the greatest, because I come out to the biggest place we have, and 7,523 has to be the biggest number, right? Because it's the only number that has a number in the thousands place. Okay? If you're comparing numbers and one number goes to the thousands place and another number only goes to the hundreds place, whatever goes to the thousands place has to be greater. You know what I mean? There's no way it would work where the thousands is not greater than the hundreds. Okay? So this is going to be my greatest. So if I'm ordering them, and I'm rewriting this, I'm just going to rewrite it again, because this is the biggest number. So what that means is I'm trying to figure out kind of the second place and the next place. You know, it's kind of like the silver and the bronze, if this was the Olympics. All right? So 714, 720. So what I do is I come to their largest place. They both have a 7 in the hundreds place. Okay? And that is a tie. So what do I do when I'm comparing numbers and there is a tie in the place I'm comparing? I always go to the next larger place. The next larger place would be the tens place. And if you look in the tens place, I have a 2 in the tens place and I have a 1 in the tens place. What is more, 2 or 1? 2 is more than 1, right? So that means in the middle, I'm going to have 720. And 714 is the smallest, because in their tens place, it was a 2 and a 1. Okay? So this is what you want to do. Now, as you practice this a lot, you'll be able to do this faster. You know what I mean? But I would seriously suggest when you're doing these problems to go ahead and do this. Go ahead and write it out for the first time. Okay? Once you practice doing that enough times, it gives you a better understanding and you can do it in a faster way. But this is always a good way to start in comparing numbers. Okay? okay? Because it forces you to see the different place values. It forces you to see, oh, this has a thousands place, this only has a hundreds place. Or I have a tie, so what do? I go to the next place over. Alrighty? Okay, so let's talk briefly about what I need you to do today. So you've already watched the video, which is fantastic. Good job there. The next thing we do is I have that assignment for you. It should be, I'll make a new one for today. So it'll be summer school, 3rd grade, math, June 11th. Okay? And then the Zoom meeting, our Zoom meeting is at 10 o'clock. Okay, that's not that long from now. Okay, so hopefully you'll be there at the Zoom meeting. I can answer any questions you have. We'll go over some other problems, so I can like give you some more examples of the kind of problems that you're going to see, you know, in tests and things like that. And then we're going to do a quick art project. Well, we'll see how quick it is. But all I need you to do for our art project today is just bring a piece of paper. We're going to do this art design thing, and you'll see. Hopefully you'll like it. Okay? So I hope that I will see you at 10 o'clock, okay? So good luck with the assignment. Let me know if there's a problem. Maybe write down the number of the problem that gave you difficulty, and we can talk about that, okay? Alrighty, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope to see you at 10 o'clock.